When an actor doesn't just choose a role, but the role chooses him back. In an increasingly saturated Korean drama industry filled with overused tropes like time travel, strong heroines, cold-hearted cables, or Cinderella fantasies, Byeon Woo-seok makes a bold move. After over a year off-screen, he returns not with a flashy blockbuster, but with a quiet gamble, Wife of a 21st Century Prince, a drama that seems like a modern fairy tale on the surface. But beneath the elegant setting lies something far more ambitious, a story that redefines power, identity, and emotion, one that speaks directly to a generation questioning what it truly means to belong, to love, and to matter. Body, the hidden layers behind a fairy tale role. 1. Rebirth through stillness, when waiting becomes a strategy. In his interview with GQ Korea, Byeon Woo-seok confessed he felt anxious returning to acting after more than 14 months of absence. But that nervousness dissolved the moment he stepped on set and was engulfed by a completely different energy. This isn't just a return, it's a strategic rebirth. While many rising actors rush into back-to-back projects to maintain visibility, Woo-seok chose to disappear, and re-emerge stronger. His decision to lead Wife of a 21st Century Prince reflects not just selectivity, but courage. He's betting on a script rich in emotional nuance rather than trend-chasing appeal. 2. When the prince is no longer a perfect fantasy. Leon, Woo-seok's character, is the second son of a royal family in a fictional Korea where constitutional monarchy still exists. But unlike the typical Prince Charming, Leon is invisible, overlooked, without power, influence, or even ambition. This version of a prince is a brilliant metaphor for modern youth, privileged in theory, education, background, resources, yet powerless in practice. This contrast, between inherited identity and lived reality, creates the emotional tension that defines Leon, a character who may seem out of step with his time, yet perfectly in tune with our era. 3. Sung Hee-yo, when the female lead isn't just someone to fall in love with. Alongside Woo-seok is IU, portraying Sung Hee-yo, the ambitious second daughter of Korea's most powerful conglomerate. She's smart, beautiful, wealthy, but still considered a commoner due to her lack of noble blood. Here lies the genius of the script. In a world where monarchy and capitalism coexist, status trumps wealth. Hee-yo, despite her corporate empire, remains socially sidelined. Her romantic collision with Leon, a prince with no real power, is not just a love story, but a class-based confrontation, wrapped in tenderness and wit. Hee-yo isn't the passive object of love. She's a dialogue partner, a force who challenges Leon's worldview. That's why Woo-seok didn't hesitate over "Can I pull this off?" Instead, he thought, "I want to do this." 4. The post-Lovely Runner revolution of Byeon Woo-seok. Fans who adored Byeon Woo-seok as Ryu Sun-jae in Lovely Runner remember his innocent gaze, layered with longing, a performance that helped the drama become a pan-Asian phenomenon. But if Sun-jae was his emotional breakout role, then Leon is shaping up to be his deepest artistic transformation. Gone is the naive lover. In Leon, we see the challenge of portraying a man wrestling with inherited loneliness, quiet rage, and a hunger for self-definition, not through sacrifice, but through mutual respect and emotional equality. Perhaps that's why Woo-seok said he now starts and ends every day with this project, not just as an actor performing a role, but as a man living within it. Conclusion: the 21st Century Prince is no longer a dream, but a symbol of modern reality. Wife of a 21st Century Prince is more than a romance. It's more than a collaboration between two of Korea's most beloved stars. It is an attempt to redefine archetypes. The prince is no longer the rescuer, the female lead is no longer someone waiting to be saved. Together, they represent the push and pull of identity, power, and vulnerability in an increasingly complex world. And Byeon Woo-seok, through his thoughtful choices, emotional authenticity, and refusal to coast on past success, is steadily crafting a new definition of the modern male lead, not someone to idealize, but someone to understand. With Leon, he doesn't just return to the screen, he becomes a voice for a generation striving for agency, recognition, and love, not because of their name, but in spite of it. In the ever-expanding universe of K-dramas, where clichés run rampant and storylines often blend into one another, Byeon Woo-seok is stepping into unfamiliar, and surprisingly profound, territory. His upcoming drama, Wife of a 21st Century Prince, might sound like another rom-com dressed in royal garb, but according to the actor himself, this project is something else entirely, an emotional awakening, a character study, and a social reflection wrapped in one. In a recent interview with GQ Korea, Byeon Woo-seok opened up about his return to the screen after over a year-long hiatus. It wasn't a smooth comeback. There's a lot of excitement, he confessed, but since it was my first time in front of the camera again after about a year and 2 or 3 months, I had some worries. The vulnerability in his words is striking, especially from an actor still riding high off the success of Lovely Runner, the breakout hit that made him a Pan-Asian heartthrob. But instead of capitalizing on that fame with something flashy or safe, Woo-seok made an unexpected choice. He picked a drama with political undertones, complex characters, and a fictional monarchy that serves as a metaphor for the rigid class structures still present in modern Korean society. Once filming actually began, it felt like I had stepped into a completely different energy, he said, and it shows. In Wife of a 21st Century Prince, Woo-seok plays Leon, the overlooked second son of a royal family in a Korea where the monarchy coexists with democracy. It's a quietly tragic role, a man born into privilege yet stripped of purpose, living in the shadow of both his lineage and his nation's evolving values. It's a far cry from the glossy, confident leads typical of romantic dramas, and that's the point. I didn't think, can I pull this off? He shared. Instead, I thought, I want to try this. That sense of active engagement is perhaps the most compelling part of his performance. He's not playing Leon as a fantasy figure. He's building him as a mirror for modern masculinity, emotionally aware, uncertain, vulnerable, and real. The actor also spoke about his creative process, revealing how he allowed instinct to take the lead in some scenes. I even suddenly found myself thinking, it might be good to try it this way, and feeling more proactive, he recalled. It's a sign of growth from a performer who's no longer just trying to be liked, but to be honest. The script, Woo-seok said, contained a single, pivotal moment that convinced him to say yes. While he's not allowed to reveal what that moment is yet, he admitted it struck him deeply and immediately. There were so many emotions I could relate to. That part was the biggest factor in choosing the project, he said. It's rare to hear actors speak so personally about a script, not as a strategic career move, but as something that resonated at a human level. He stars opposite IU, one of Korea's most beloved multi-hyphenates, who plays Sung Gi-yo, a chaebol heiress born into immense wealth but still considered a commoner due to her lack of noble blood. The drama explores their clashing worlds in a romance riddled with social complications and emotional minefields. But Wife of a 21st Century Prince isn't just a love story. It's a commentary, subtle, smart, and deeply symbolic. What happens when two people born into power, yet denied agency, collide? What does nobility mean in a country where a meritocracy is still a myth? And how do you find love when your identity is rewritten by birth? Byeon Woo-seok isn't just playing a prince, he's redefining one. In doing so, he's positioning himself as one of the most thoughtful actors of his generation, unafraid to embrace complexity and emotion in an industry that often prizes image over introspection. As the drama's release approaches, one thing is clear, this won't just be another pretty K-drama. It could be the project that proves Byeon Woo-seok isn't just a star, he's a storyteller.